Thank you very much indeed. Hello. Hi. You might be thinking, how did the sheriff from Stranger Things possibly fuck the creepy brother-in-law from Fleabag and create a fat 44-year-old bearded baby? That's where we're at. I am aware of that problem. Okay? I'm not the sheriff from Stranger Things. He is a fat, chain-smoking drunk, and I am not in law enforcement. I think we have a lot of problems in this country. It is a bad society to be in at the moment. Yeah, I'm glad you find it funny, man. But things have been worse. Things have been worse in the past. Do you remember during the pandemic? I don't know about you. I know a lot of people worked hard in the pandemic. I was very bored. I was so bored during the pandemic that there were nights where I went to bed deliberately, desperately needing a shit, just so I had something to do the next day. I'm from Bath. I've come over from Bath today, so I'm piss wet and in an extremely bad mood, which I'm now taking out on you. In Bath, you have to go to the race course to get your injection, to get the vaccination, which is the same as getting your vaccination anywhere, except they also give you the odds with it. 75 to 1, sinister nosebleeds. 6 to 1, certain death. So, yeah, come from Bath. I like living in Bath. It's very safe, it's a very polite city. There's zero knife crime in Bath. Do you know why? Because if anyone pulls a knife on you in Bath, all you need to do is pull out a fork and a spoon, sit down and have a fucking lovely meal. I don't know if you've ever been. I can recommend it to any muggers. So you've got terrible problems in our society at the moment. We've got problems. Do you know what? I've got solutions. We've got problems with trains, we've got problems with education, we've got problems with health. What to do? What is the solution? What do you say?
Post office.
And we've got problems with the post office. This side of the room, I'm so sorry that I nearly forgot about the fucking post office. This lady's already been spreading around that problem. I've got solutions. Because I think that what we need to do as a country is find a country to invade. Let me finish. Us. We need a country to invade us and sort out all the problems. Municipal government. But it needs to be a country that is wealthy, that is nearby, and that also obviously has a reputation for ruthless efficiency. And where could we possibly find such a country? That was a stereotype, and I genuinely do not believe it. And I know that any of my stereotypes, my negative stereotypes about Germans vanished when I went to Berlin. I came back to Berlin airport, and the Germans are very, very good these days at dealing with authority, because they have had to, in a way that Britain, as our society, has not had to re-examine ourselves. Something really fucking serious. We're gonna go there. Because when I went through German customs, the German guy was there, and he was next to two uniformed people. His female co-worker was just here on the bags. They opened my bag and they found a bottle of rosé. Now, you can imagine that could have gone wrong. They don't like it, but they were very polite about it. I'm terribly sorry, sir. You cannot have a bottle of rosé because we do not allow the liquids on the plane because of the explain it to you, you see. And I said, absolutely fine, please just take the bottle away, I don't need it. Of course I don't. He goes, it's just the problem, you know, it's the rules that we have to adhere to these days, I'm very sorry. And then he goes, because they're so good at dealing with authority, maybe too good, he said, unless of course you wanted to down it. To a British man! When do you get permission to drink a whole bottle of Blossom Hill in front of a security guard? So I fucking did it, didn't I? I did it! Started drinking this, get about a quarter way through, and I can see him going, He's panicking because he's sweating. Oh, I see, sir. I'm gonna get about halfway down. I'm thinking, is this the reason we fucking did Brexit? People like me? But by this time, the female officer has also joined in because she's got a bit too excited about the situation. She's going, yes, down it! Down it! Down it! I get 3/4 of the way through the bottle and my headmaster's voice is in my head saying, when you are abroad, you are not just an ambassador for Great Britain, but also for Torquay Grammar School for boys. It's fucking horrible. So anyway, the way I handled it, just in the real world, the way I handled it is I left a tiny little, because I didn't want to be rude. I left a tiny little mouth at the bottom, and I went straight to the airport bar and got wrecked. I think that's probably the best way. So yeah, these are the kind of, so that's the problems that we have. You know, we need to sort these things out. But what can we do? What can we do? I don't really believe that things should be as bad as they are. I think that we kind of create things worse than they are, like as a society. Like with war and stuff, I think this happens a lot. Like when we invaded Iraq, we said that Iraq had 5,000 tons of mustard gas. That's what the Americans said. 5,000 tons of mustard gas. And then when we got there, they didn't even have any fucking mustard, did they? Like a Baghdad hot dog from 1991 to 2007 was a fucking rum affair. It's just a lot of crap that we just kind of make up, like, as society. Like, we keep saying that Iran is a threat. Like, the Americans keep saying, Iran is the home base for Al-Qaeda. Iran is the home base for Al-Qaeda. Well, I don't know if any of you have been to home base lately. But if their nuclear weapons are as difficult to assemble as their fucking bookshelves, I think we've got a few years yet. Anyway, I've only been booked to do 10 minutes. Oh, I think I'm even getting a light. Oh, it's your... Shit, no, I've been leaving gigs after fucking 30 seconds for the last 4 years. What is it, some twat at the back vaping their arse off? I've been offending whole rooms, whole bookers. What the hell I am. I don't want you to think I'm cynical. I do see a better country. I see a more prosperous country. I see a more democratic country. I see a more beautiful country. And I see us invading that country and stealing all of its shit. So we're going to be fine. Look, but how do we cope with these things? I cope by answering questions as unhelpfully as humanly possible. That's how I deal with society. I've been on this Q&A website. Someone said, I'm worried about my 22-year-old daughter. I think she's dating her 5th cousin. What shall I do? I said, madam, if she's already dated 4 of her cousins, fuck it, your kid's into incest. Someone said, if you could have 3 people round to dinner, 3 famous people, living or dead, who would they be? I said, well, Boris Johnson, Suella Braverman, and James Corden, all dead. I think that probably really is time for a ladder. I went out with my girlfriend the other day. I went out with my girlfriend the other day. This bit's obviously untrue. I'll keep it locked in the fucking note. Went out with my girlfriend, I took her to a restaurant. I said, order the most expensive thing on the menu, and she did a Big Mac. She said, will you push my stool in? I said, let's wait until after the chips are ready. She said, you should be more romantic. You should take me out. You should treat me like a princess. And I said, okay, I'll take you to Paris and I'll smash you in a tunnel. Look, guys, I've got to get back because I've got to get back to do a bedtime story for my kids. I've got 2 little children, 9 and 11, because we named them after the World Trade Center. I do like to end on a high. Have a lovely comedy break, and hi!